All right, so it's Tuesday here at Pugliese Speed Shop, and usually that would mean that we got a Tuesday morning tech tip for you. However, as you can see, we got the Tundra still sitting behind us. And that's because we didn't finish everything on last week's video. So, in lieu of a Tuesday morning tech tip, here's your Tuesday morning Chaz, get your head out of your ass. Time to finish this truck and stop playing. Tip. Like we said, guys, there she is, the Tundra, just looking straight sexy, huh? Come on, you know? Wheels and tires, perfect. Everything is just right, man, you know? I got this thing done a little over a week ago and took a trip with it. I got about 600 miles on, you know, the whole new setup here. And guys, I'm falling in love with the truck like all over again. So definitely glad I did this. We got a few more things to do, and I did have a solid plan today. I really did. I planned on, you know, day off, right? Day off. Like I said, everybody loves a day off, right? But I'm supposed to get up early, knock all this stuff out, and be done with it. Instead, I might have slept in. Had to go help a buddy out right quick. By then, guys, this is why my decision making is so just incredible. By then, it started raining. So now everything's soaked and I get to work on it. Yes, I know. I got like 6 other cars I could have driven. But, guys, they just, yeah, you get it, right? So that being said, I'm about to get a little wet here because we still need to get it done because, well, I got other stuff that needs to get done. That's what happens when you put things off. It starts to pile up, you know? So we're going to start right here in the back, yanking off this tonneau cover that is making so much noise, guys. I've had tons of these like vinyl ones, you know, like this, little Velcro, whatevers. This is the only one I've ever had that apparently doesn't fit right, and it just, and you hear it in the truck. For almost 5 years, I've been dealing with it. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I got to blame myself, but I could have taken it off whenever. We've already talked about my decision making, so we know that's the problem. And, well, I guess I'm going to decide to stop talking and get after it. It's always a good idea. Open your stuff up, go through everything, make sure you got it all. Because, you know, we all buy everything online nowadays. You never know. So, got the tonneau cover, got the 2 side rails, you know, left and right. And then we'll bring it over here. And I went through everything else. You know, you got a little, on the instruction manual, you got your little parts list. Safety stuff, snorkel things. That's actually apparently that's some kind of drainage thing, which it's right there. Drain tube. Got 2 of them. All right. Everything else we got some high quality tools here, and we got some extra parts. Dope. And I guess these are if you have this system that I ain't got. And somebody got hungry, you know, putting the box together, I guess. So now that we got everything we need, I guess step 1 should have been to remove that one. So, I guess we'll get on that. You know what? I retract my previous statement because if I didn't have all the parts over there, I'd have left this one on until I did have all the parts. So, this is probably the right order. So we got all 6 of these clamps off, and we broke her free. Guys, I'm a little concerned, and I have been the whole time. I haven't bought new bed rails just because I wanted to see first, but if you look along here, you see it's kind of like, it's a little bit like the Atlantic Ocean. Because in an effort to make this thing not do that, I cranked the ever-loving shite out of it all the way down, and it didn't work. So maybe I ruined these bed rails. So, but you can buy a new set for like $60 online. You guys, we're going to reveal it together. You guys ready? Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's not gonna, all right. It's a little wavy. But then what we're going to do is, we'll still put the other one on, see how it looks. If I don't like it, I'll order the other ones and I can swap them out whenever. But I definitely got to get this noisy son of a bitch off of this truck. You know, I might have been worried about the wrong thing. Because, well, they do got a little bit of wave to them. I don't know, we'll see if it's even worth worrying about. I might be overthinking it. You guys know I do that. But I didn't even think about this. Really? Apparently I put this thing on about as straight as a pretzel. So hopefully that comes off, because it's pretty terrible. I mean, I must have been drinking. Well, as luck would have it, came right off. Looks good. Got all the remnants off and everything. Only to probably install another one right there. But time will tell. We'll see if I have a gap here, which I think I will, because it says if your bed rail sits higher. Now, this is actually this sits a little higher with that liner on it. But with the plastic here, he has a little gap. So might wedge that in there just to be, you know, a little more saved from the elements. And guys, every time I look at this, I get madder. Why did I do that? We already know I'm ordering them, right? So we started by putting these side rails on. They kind of just, you know, go on like side rails, I guess. This is your latch, and then these guys are your, and hold everything together. Got the same thing on the other side here. Reading directions. This one's supposed to be back as far as possible. The other one's kind of just there. Only supposed to have 2 in the kit. I lucked out and, well, I'm supposed to have 2 per side in the kit. I lucked out and got 6 total, so I put 1 all the way in the back, 1 all the way in the front, 1 in the middle. Figure, make it more sturdy. Why not, right? And then this little guy over here is, what kind of, that's where your thing bolts onto. So, next step, we'll throw a tonneau cover up on top of here and kind of fit this in where it's supposed to go, and then snug everything down. We should be done. I am digging it, guys. I mean, it's just sleek looking. It sets it the way I want it to look, and yeah, I know. I'll take care of that one. But this is so like, and then he's like, yeah, we're ordering those tonight. You can see it's this one's actually aluminum. It can hold like 300 pounds, so pretty secure, I guess. And I guess I can dance on there if I want to. You guys don't want to see me dance. Anyways, I am gonna put that gasket here because there's a little gap. So not too bad. I think this time, instead of installing it like this, we'll just go straight down the line. And so I haven't bolted anything down yet because I want to check that. And I gotta move well, you can't really see it, but I'm gonna move these back a little bit because these are gonna clip in to one of these clips with the holes on the bottom. Keeping it safe, guys, you know, safety third, right? So in case this just decides everything fails that I put on, which is always possible, this will keep it from flying into traffic. That's a good little safety feature, I guess. So I'll install that guy and yeah, go from there. I don't know about you, but I think I did a way better job this time putting that guy on. And I almost forgot, these things are like, you know, this is they thought of a lot of things. Like I said, we got the safety straps right here, and see, we move the guy right there. Let me give you a little zoom in over here. You ready? That's not electrical or nothing. That is actually because some, water might get stuck in that track and roll back. And instead of leaving a mess like the old one did right there, that's the only place the water ever got in on the old one, was right there. And it kind of looks like they figured it out. So in the directions, it kind of shows you put into one of those plugs right there. Those holes were there, and figured I might as well use them. Now, did take a little bit of modification, and since I filed some of the coating off, we hit it with a little bit of undercoating, and nice clean install. I'm digging it. So I'll clean all this stuff up, and put everything down and tighten it up. Just in case you guys are wondering where that's going to come out at. I mean, it's minimal water, but either way. There you go. Not bad. So I'm digging it. Tonneau cover is done, and I love it. It just looks, it's so much better. It's like just sleek and clean and hopefully sound free. But there's a little knob that we bolted in there, and that's it. Obviously, guys, you can see they're already on order. It's good, snug fit back here. You actually give it a pull, and pretty easy to fold up. Pull this little guy. You got the one, all right? Then you got the two. And then this guy just latches in like that. So you can drive it like that. Like I said, you got them safety latches. You got one on each side. So, safety third. And, Now, if you want to, like the other one I could roll up, you can't roll this up. Clearly, it's metal, right? So, it does come out. They're pretty easy to get these bolts out. I can't reach it from here, but you get the point. They're just right there. And they're actually not even, you can just grab them, big plastic thing on them. So, definitely glad I did it. It's exactly what I wanted. And, let me show you guys here. So you get the latch, just good to go. And pretty simple. Makes a world of difference, the look of the truck. I should not hear this thing flapping around. Everything's more secure. And yeah. So the directions were pretty legit. Straightforward. There was one part that's a little bit, could have been like this part here, which has to do with this stuff here that I didn't use. It's telling you how bed rails may not be flat, so you put this little, you see how it circles out one there or that there. So you run this inside your bed rail before you put the rails that they give you on, which, these guys here. I have to do that, mine are flat, so that's why I got this all left over. Kind of like these. It was nice they gave you these in case you had Nissan and Toyota both got that rail system. This Toyota does not. I guess it's an option or whatever, so didn't need those either. But pretty good kit. I dig it, and yeah, totally, just way better. All right, guys, because of my poor, not planning, because I didn't really plan, but whatever. Time management skills, that's probably not, that's it. I'm beat. It's getting a little late, so I'm going to call it for today. This thing's done. Don't worry, guys, I'm not ending the video because we got like 2 or 3 more things to do. And, some guys, big job forward, he's getting on me, telling me, hey, man, what's up with the T's in here? You got to get this truck done. He's 100% correct. So that's what's happening. Probably be the longest Tuesday morning tech tip type thing. ever, but it's worth it to keep you guys happy. See you tomorrow. All right, guys, it's the next day, and we're back down the shop. Or is it the next night? Yeah, these things happen. Sometimes you get a late start, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to sit around and bullshit, and that's how it goes. So, not even mad about it. But I'm going to flip you guys around because in between rainstorms, you see, let's see how this thing works. See if it kept things dry. All right, so I forgot she got a little bit of grab to her now, you know. So let's see what we got here. See what we got. It's not working. We'll get it. I got a light. I promise. Promise. There we go. What do you guys think? She's a little bit damp in here. This stuff right here, this just happened when I opened the tailgate, so don't worry about that. But what's going on over there? Oh, I think I figured it out. Maybe that hole right there. Yeah, that explains a little bit, yeah. How's it running down there? You know what, guys? It's better than the other one. You guys remember the other one had a huge puddle right in there. So, better than it was. Looks better than it did. If I really cared, I'd block that hole. But, calling it a win. Yeah, guys, we went out last night, and then again this morning we ran a couple errands and whatnot. And I'm good with it. Not a peep out of this thing. That's the best part. And, yeah. It keeps it, a little more dry than it was. And, I mean, it's a truck at the end of the day, guys, right? So, it is, I stand by my decision. So, the next decision was to put some LED lights in this guy. So, let's do that. All right, so apparently everything's got to come off, right? So we're going to take the grill off, and then these little guys over here, and then we can get to the lights. So I think it's 4 bolts across the top, and then a couple of clips down here that we got to kind of, let's get after it. As we learned from the Camry, this can escalate pretty quickly. Clearly, we got the grill off. That was pretty easy. Then we took these little guys off. Also pretty simple. And then what happened? Oh, then we took a couple screws out of this guy and first we disconnected the wire, pulled straight out, no problem. This little guy was in here. We kind of got that out of the way. And the bulb just goes right in there. It is right here. This is your normal little guy. I guess I could have shown you in a different way, but I decided to show you after it was all done. I will link the A1 Auto video here that showed me how to do all this because, guys, otherwise I'd have been lost. It did miss one thing, though. It shows him back here going to get this little clip out from over here. It was easier from outside for me. And the truck they worked on didn't have this little plug that plugs into, let's see if I can do this one-handed without destroying my grill. What do you guys think? You want to take a bet? It won't be rated for children anymore if I drop it, I tell you that. But where's that? It plugs in right there. Goes to some kind of sensor that's probably, I guess it's in the back of, the sensor's in the front of, the gigantic Toyota symbol. So, buddy, now we know why that's there. That's some kind of like eye in the sky thing or something. But, yeah, I'm wearing the gloves so I don't destroy the bulbs. So I'll show you what we got for bulbs. For these guys, we went with Sea Light, which is clearly, American company. Guys, everything's made in China, you know that. Look at this. Got one hand with a glove on. God, I'm getting good at this. I'm going to tell you what. Got some instructions. We'll just disregard that. Some zip ties. That's when you know it's good. Here's your bulbs. Nice little packaging there. And let's get this guy out here. Come on. So there's your plugins. There's your, what did we say they were last time? Resistors? I think that's correct. Guys, all right. Now that's cool. It comes with gloves. I mean, there's no way they're going to fit on my hand. Just Chinese people have smaller hands. Insert obligatory joke here. Anyways, yeah. So we'll put these guys in, and yeah, we're good. So packaging looks good. I appreciate they got the child-sized glove there, and oh, here we go. So let me show you something that took a little bit longer than it should have for me to figure out. This is a whole assembly, right? And it just goes in like you got to clock it the right way, right? That's how it all comes. So this is a little metal clip you can see right there. Yeah, that's it. And that's what holds the light in. Well, you can't get that clip around this housing or this wire. Check it out. This actually comes apart, guys. So what you do is you put that little bracket, or whatever you want to call it, in a little fitting in there. You put this guy in, clock the right way, lock her in, plug it in right there. I'll make the wires look nice with the provided zip ties, and you're all done. Okay, so I kind of lied a little bit because I totally forgot to put this big grommet back here. So I guess we'll do this. Okay, set that to the side. Easy, easy. All right. Then we'll slap this bad dog in there. And then we'll come back and do the same thing. But I can't do this all one-handed. You get it, right? All right. So we got this guy in here. Nice, all locked in good. And it's, I mean, you know. And so we'll bring this guy up. Clock it the right way. Lock it in. Yo, it's like it was designed to go there. Dope. And here you go, guys. This is why I did all this. See, I got this LED strip on the bottom there, and now I have an LED bulb right above it. Here I got this halogen bulb with the LED. Makes me, I mean, absolutely crazy. It doesn't match, and I just couldn't have it, so worth it. Guess I'll do this other side, and I guess I'm a little different for the fog lights, but we're going LED there as well. So we got everything back together, and I say we because old Wade made an appearance. Luckily, just in time too, because I had my little pry tool, like every video says, and I'm prying this thing out. It did not want to come out. I was about to break it when old Wade says, "Why don't you just reach back here?" And sure enough, guys, you can get to it. So if I had this to do over again, I would probably pop that thing out and get down there. Because popping it the other way, I was going to break it. So, little tech tip there, and thanks, man.
No worries.
Well, she's all back together, and it was pretty easy, guys. I mean, it's just some clips, some 10mm bolts, and there you go. I did notice something, though. As if you guys remember, I think the first video I did where we did the lift, I went to move this thing out of the shop, and she didn't want to start, right? Because this guy was no worky. Well, there was some discoloration here, which is still there. But I cleaned this all off, right? And now it's starting to seep again out of these. So, I should probably go ahead and replace that. But, I think we'll chance it. Famous last words, right? So, guys, what kind of Tuesday morning tech tip would it be if we didn't have a wrap up at the end? It's just how we do it, you know? So, Tundra, right? I mean, it's changed. The transformation's awesome. I mean, lift, wheels and tires. Then we got the tonneau cover on there. Now we got the LED lights. And it seems like we did a lot more than that. Those things, I mean, it changed the whole truck. It feels like a different truck. It looks like a different truck. It rides like a different truck. Awesome. I could not be more happy. I keep saying I wish I did it a long time ago. I think that, and then I remember my plan, which is usually to not have a plan. But in this case, I had one. So I bought this thing almost 5 years ago. And I knew right away I wanted to lift it. And it's funny, me and my buddy Jason, we both bought Tundras the same day. He's got a white platinum, and I got this one. So he did all his right away. He's got a similar lift. I think he's actually got new coil springs, all that kind. He went a little more than the leveling kit, which, if you know Jason, that's what he does. Same tires, different wheels, but you make it your own, right? And that's it. So he did it right away. I think within a month, his truck was lifted, wheels, tires. He's got the running boards that kind of come down when you open the door. Really cool stuff, right? And I went the opposite way. I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to run it bone stock. I put a tonneau cover on it. You guys saw the cheaper one I had. And I tinted the windows. That's all I did. And I ran this thing for 83,000 miles, right? So now, and my plan then was exactly that. Run this thing when I need tires or whatever. I'll do the work. And I'll modify it then. And I think it worked out, guys. My thinking was, brand new truck, first new thing I bought, let's get it, loving it, right? And I did. I absolutely loved the thing for a long time. And you guys saw some other videos where I did some cleaning on it, or I think I put the steps on it, and back and forth. And Kevin actually mentioned, he could see myself talking myself out of getting rid of it as I was doing some work on it, because it was a little bit closer to what I wanted. So now I got it. I nailed it. I got everything I want. So I'm in love with the truck again. I don't want to get rid of it, which is why I think Megan was 100% on board with me doing all this stuff, because she knew that I was going to do it the way I wanted, and I wasn't going to try and get rid of it, because it's a great truck, man. That's all there is to it. But yeah, I don't think I would change it. I don't think I would have gone and done it right away. I might have not put it off for the last year, and that was dealings with. I had ordered other wheels and tires, like a package deal, and those guys sucked, and it got lost. It was a whole thing, which blessing in disguise, guys. I'm a firm believer. Everything happens for a reason, because I like these wheels and tires a lot better than the other ones I was going to get. And, yeah, that's all there is to it. I got a couple more things to do, because I mentioned before I had some brakes on it. I'm going to worry about that when I rotate the tires in about 3,000 miles, because I don't feel like pulling the wheels off right now. And the brakes are not that bad. I just saw they were a little worn. And I said, when I pull the stuff off, I'll do it then. And I got pads all the way around, so that'll be fine. I got little stuff. Nobody cares about windshield wipers. I'm looking, it's over on the other workbench. And yeah, anything else that I happen to have or come across that I think, because like I said, those rails kind of drive me nuts, and we'll see how that works out. Megan actually told me to order, and I got them in my cart. And old Wave was just telling me, dude, they're gonna look like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it all lays out. And any more work I do on this thing, other than windshield wipers, because who cares? You'll see on an upcoming episode of Pugliese Speed Shop. But hopefully you guys dug it. Definitely a different type of tech tip. And I had a couple subscribers that were wanting to see this thing done. So I said, you know what? We're going to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Big job. You didn't think I was going to leave you hanging again, did you? Nah, man. Couldn't do it. LED lights look awesome, and I even went with the LED fog lights. Clearly, I went with the yellow. You see what I did there? Clearly, the yellow. You get it. Anyways, if you guys remember, like the 80s and 90s, that's how fog lights were. And yeah, we're bringing it back.